Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Tier 1 Cards and Games in Anchorage, Alaska, where I will be fighting a 2,000-point 8th Edition Battle Report between my Dark Angels and Milo's Tau. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Tau came to this planet and have started to fortify it and establish a beachhead for as a base of command for their further operations. And the Dark Angels, responding to the threat, felt that they needed to try to get them out of their position as quickly as possible. So they sent forth a very fast force to go take them out and try to hit them hard enough and make sure that they can't establish their beachhead here on this planet. So that's the story that we got going on. We're actually going to be doing one of the tactical objective missions. What is it? The Maelstrom of War missions. So we're actually going to be doing the Spoils of War tactical objective mission. So that's what we've got going on here. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies that will be fighting it out today. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running two Outrider detachments. Leading off the first Outrider detachment, we have a Librarian on a bike with a power sword. We have two separate 3-man bike squads with a plasma gun in each. We have 4 separate attack bikes with multi-meltas and a Calexis assassin. Then for the second Outrider detachment, leading it off, we have an Interrogator Chaplain on a bike and an Interrogator Chaplain with jump pack. We have an Apothecary on a bike. We have a Land Speeder with a heavy flamer. We have a Land Speeder with a heavy bolter and assault cannon. We have a 6-man assault squad with jump packs, a flamer, and the sergeant has a power sword. We have a 5-man assault squad with jump packs, a flamer, and the sergeant has a power fist. And last but not least, we have a Dark Shroud with an assault cannon. And last but not least, we have a 7-man Black Knight squad. And for the Tau, he'll be running an Outrider detachment and a Vanguard detachment. Leading off the Outrider detachment, we have Commander Ra'ali with experimental pulse submunitions rifle and 2 Blacklight Marker Light drones. We have 3 5-man Pathfinder squads. Then we have the Avara battlesuit with phased plasma flamer, ionic discharge cannon, flechette pod, advanced targeting, and target lock. Then we have the Barracuda with an ion cannon, 2 cyclic ion blasters, 2 missile pods, and 4 seeker missiles. We have a 2-man broadside battlesuit squad with high yield missile pod, smart missiles, advanced targeting system, and shield drone. Then for the Vanguard detachment, we have leading it off Commander Shadowsun with 2 fusion blasters, command link drone, and 2 shield drones. We have 2 3-man stealth battlesuit squads with 2 burst cannons and a fusion blaster in each. And last but not least, we have a Ghost Keel battlesuit with cyclic ion raker, 2 burst cannons, advanced targeting, target lock, and 2 stealth drones. So those are the armies that will be fighting it out today. Going over deployment here, I've got 2 of my attack bikes here. I've got a 3-man bike squad there. My Land Speeder with the assault cannon and the heavy bolters right there. We have my Dark Shroud. We have the Apothecary, the Librarian, and the Interrogator Chaplain on a bike behind my 7-man Black Knight squad. We've got the 3-man bike squad there. We've also got my other Land Speeder and the 2 other attack bikes there. In reserve, I've reserved my assault squads and the Calexis, and the Interrogator Chaplain with a jump pack. Going over deployment here for the Tau, he's got his Ghost Keel up here. He's got one of his 5-man Marker Light drones, Fire Pathfinders squads over here. We also have a squad of the stealth suits over here. We have the broadsides up in here. We've got more of the Pathfinders. We've got the Barracuda. We've got the Avara. We have another squad of Pathfinders, sorry. Then we have the stealth suits and Shadowsun there. And then in reserve, he has, what is it? Ra'ali, right back here. So he's going to be, he's up in the Manta, up above, waiting to come down. So that's the deployment as of right now. And as of right now, the Tau are going to be going first. Unless I can seize the initiative, looking for a 6. Show me that first. No, the opposite of it. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Tau here on turn 1. So the objectives for Tau here on turn 1, he drew domination, no prisoners, and secure objective 5. All right, movement phase for the Tau here on turn 1. His Barracuda is shot up over this way. His Ghost Keel's moving up this way. These guys shuffled up this way. He jumped up over here. He dropped down here at the end. They kind of just shuffled up a bit over there, and that's it. Everyone else stood still. So that is it for movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. So starting off, these guys are going to fire their Markolites into my Dark Shroud. They're -1 to hit, so looking for 5s. Get 2 so far. All right. Now these guys are going to shoot into my Black Knights with their Markolites, hitting on 5s because of -1 to hit. No, nothing there. And these guys are going to try to Markolite into my Landspeeder there. So hitting on 5s. Oh, then he was. I've got 4 of them. Nice.
6s.
And now these guys are going to fire into my guy there. They're going to be hitting on 6s but re-rolling 1s. No, 2 5s. Not good. Okay, so now he is going to fire into him. His weapon is Rapid Fire 2, so he's going to have 4 shots. These are going to be re-rolling 1s because of the Markolites. And he's Ballista Skill 2, so those are all good because he would have been hitting on 3s because of the -1 to hit. So that's 4 shots. What is it?
Strength 6.
Strength 6, Toughness 6, so looking for 4s to wound. Oh, got 2 wounds.
AP -1.
AP -1.
Yep.
All right, so we've got 2 4-up saves. Great start, Phil. Great start. So that's 1 each, and now he has where he... Sorry, I forgot to start there. So now with his weapon, if he shoots into a vehicle, he rolls a d6. On a 3+, it does additional mortal wound. No mortal wound there. All right, now his Yavara is going to fire. He's going to fire his Flamer into these guys, and his Shotgun into the Landspeeder over there. So the Flamer is 3d6 hits. So 6, 7 hits. Oh, he's going to spend a command point to reroll one of those. Much better there. So that's 10. Yep, so 10 hits. These are strength what?
6.
Strength 6. So he's going to be wounding on 3s. Yeah, wounding on 3s. AP minus...
2 and -1 for the advanced target.
Okay, so it's going to be -3 here because he's got advanced targeting to the AP. So these are going to be wounding on 3s. Okay. All right. So we've got 2, 4, 6. So we have 6 wounds. AP -3, right? Yeah. So AP -3 because of advanced targeting. And what did the Nova charge do? Right? Is that what?
It's making 3d6.
Oh, the Nova charge. Oh, what normally it's 3d3, but he Nova charged to make it 3d6. So these are going to be at AP -3. So their 3-up saves become 6-up saves. So looking for Phil faces. And getting not a single Phil face. And they are each 2 wounds. They're 3 wounds each. So that is 6 guys dead. That, sir, is brutal. And now the shotgun's going to fire into my Landspeeder there. It's heavy 3. Oh, heavy D3?
Yeah.
So that's 1.
Well, heavy 3 plus D3.
Oh, heavy 3 plus D3. So he's going to have 4 shots. Hitting on, what's his...
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. All right, so all hits. Strength what?
10.
Strength 10, so looking for 3s to wound.
On 6s, it's a normal wound.
All right, so we've got 3 wounds.
-4.
AP -4?
Yeah.
So he does not get any saves. And what's the damage on these?
3 wounds each.
3 wounds each, that's 9 wounds. He might be dead, hold on. All right, so he is dead. He does, so which is first blood. But then we have to roll to see if it explodes. No, it does not explode. All right. All right, these guys are going to fire into these 2 guys. The Fusion Blast is going to go in the one on the right. The Burst Cannons are going to go with the one on the left. So which one do you want to do first? We're going to do the Burst Cannons first. So these are hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Okay. Strength 5. So looking for a 4. No wound. And now the Fusion Blaster is going to fire, hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Strength 8, so wounding on a 3.
Nope.
No wound. All right. Shadow Sun's going to fire 2 Fusion Blasters into that bike squad there. These are hitting on 2s.
2s.
Okay, 2 hits. Wounding on 3s, right?
Yeah, strength 8.
So that's cocked. Okay, so we got 1 wound. AP -4, so it becomes... my 3-up becomes a 7-up, but then they are in cover, so it becomes a 6-up. So I need a Phil face. No Phil face. Womp womp. All right, D6 wounds. Yes, so 3. So he is dead. Now these guys are going to fire. The high yields are going to go into the Dark Shroud. The smart missiles are going to go into my lone Black Knight there. So the high yields are going first, hitting on 4s because they're usually hitting 3s. Rerolling 1s. Okay. So hitting on 4s, right?
Well, hitting on 4s normally, then your modifier comes in. So
oh, yes. So actually looking for 5. Sorry, he was usually hitting on 4s, but then -1. So.
Yeah, look at all the 4s.
All right. So we got 4 hits. Strength 7, looking for, 1 second. All right, toughness 6, so looking for 3s. All right, we got 3 wounds.
-2.
-2, so looking for 5 ups. There we go, 2 fill faces. 1 goes through though. D3 damage. 2 damage, all right. And now the smart missiles are gonna fire into my Black Knight, hitting on 5s. Oh, wow, pretty good. Oh, never mind, I may have just looked at the right area. That looks pretty statistic. All right, so we got 4 hits. Strength 5, so wounding on 4s. No wounds. Now these guys are gonna fire. The burst cannon's gonna go into this guy. The fusion blaster is gonna go into this guy. So here come the burst cannons, hitting on 5s. So I got 2 hits. All right, strength 5, so looking for 4s. We got 1 wound. AP nothing, so a 3-up save. He's good with a fill phase. Woo! And now the fusion blaster hitting on a not a 2. So now he is going to fire. He's going to fire everything into him except for missile pods, which are going to go into him. So here come the missile pods, hitting on 4s because he's ballistic skill 3.
He doesn't ignore the heavy, so it'd be hitting on 5s.
Oh, okay, hitting on 5s. So wounding, strength what?
7.
Strength 7, so that is a wound. AP -1, so looking for a 4-up. He's good. Woo! Now the ion cannon is going to fire into him. Heavy, so minus.
But have enough marker lights to ignore the heavy.
Oh, he's got enough marker lights to ignore the heavy thing, and well, hitting on 4s because of the Dark Shroud there.
Yep, rerolling 1s.
So rerolling 1s. Oh, reroll. Oh, okay. So 2 hits. Strength
7.
Strength 7. So this is wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound. -2 to the AP. So looking for a 5-up. Oh, I saw that fill phase. It wanted to come. 2 damage. All right. Now the cyclic ion rakers are going to fire into him. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s. Nope, no 1s. Okay. So we got 2 hits. Strength
7.
Strength 7. So wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound. AP -1. So a 4-up save. No, I am gonna spend a command point. He's good. Woo! And now the seeker missiles hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s. Don't do it. Oh, jerk. So this is 2 hits. Strength.
Oh, they're just mortal wounds.
They don't have a strength? Hold on a second. All right, so it just causes mortal wounds when it hits, so it doesn't even need to wound it. So he is down to 2. And now the ghost keel is going to fire into him with everything he's got. So the first thing we're going to do is, what are we going to do?
Burst cannon.
Burst cannon first, so hitting on 4s or 5s. Sorry, hitting on 5s. So we got 3 hits.
Rerolling 1s.
And rerolling 1s. All right, so 4 hits. Strength 5. Strength 5, so wounding on 5s. That was cocked for sure. Okay, so 1 wound. AP -1, so 4-up. He's good with a fill phase. Woo! And now the cyclic ion raker hitting on 5s. Rerolling 1s. Oh man, well done. So that's 4 hits. Strength 7, so wounding on 3s. We've got 1, 2, 3 wounds. -2, so looking for 5-ups. Make 1, so 2 go through. Just 1 each. So, but that's 2. That's enough to kill him. All right. Let's see if he explodes. No, he does not. So that's it for the shooting phase. Now his Yavar is going to charge into my attack bike over there. So he is going to overwatch here. So we're going to go with the first shot's going to be the multi-melta hitting on a 6. No, and then you've got the twin auto bolt pistol bolters there. So these are going to be 4 shots, hitting on 6s. No, nothing there. So what's the distance? 6-inch charge. No, does not make it. All right, so that is it for the charge phase. We will come back to you with the morale phase. All right, so this guy lost 6 from his squad. His interrogator chaplain is within 6 inches so that he can use his leadership. So here we go, looking for 6 plus 4, which is 10. That would be, he's dead. So I'm gonna have to spend another command point on that one. Oh, come on. All right, womp womp. All right, so at the end of his turn, he got secure objective 5 and no prisoners. He got the 2nd level no prisoners, so he gets D3 victory points. Oh, he gets 3 points. Oh, brutal. All right, so I drew secure objective 4, secure objective 3, and assassinate. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. These guys stood still. These guys shot up over here. These guys moved over, dropped in at the end of the movement phase over here. These guys moved up over there. These guys dropped in over there. These guys moved back over here, and he stayed still where he was. Oh, and he dropped in over there. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, first things first, he's going to cast Smite. So looking for a 5. Getting it with 8. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. So going with 8. Oh, you can't deny. Forgot he can't deny. So D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. All right. And now he is going to cast Mind Worm into him, looking for a 6. Going off with, oh, couldn't have swapped it the other way. So going off with that, so that is, he takes a mortal wound, and now he can't be chosen in the fight phase until everything else has been chosen. And now the Calexis is going in the shooting phase, going to shoot into him. So we have it's assault D3. 1, okay. So it's 1 shot, hitting on a 2. That's a hit. Strength 5, toughness 6. So looking for a 5 to wound. No wound. Womp womp. All right, now my apothecary is going to fire into him. He's going to overcharge or supercharge his plasma talons there. So it's assault 2. So 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Don't be 1s, 3s. Okay, at least it was a miss there, but not a 1. So that's 1 hit. Strength 8, toughness 6. So looking for 3 to wound. That's a wound. AP minus 3. So he's got a 4-up invul. It's good. All right, these 2 guys are going to fire their bolters into him. So they're both at the same ballistic skill, so it should work out fine. So they're both rapid fire 2. So we've got 8 shots coming in here, hitting on 3s. All right, that's a lot of 1s and 2s. All right, so we got 3 hits, strength 4, toughness 6. So looking for 5s to wound. We got 1 wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. This guy is now going to fire into him. He's within 12 inches, so it's going to be -1 to hit because of the drones. So he's got his first shot here is going to be hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a strength 8, toughness 6. So wounding on a 3. No wound there. I am going to. Have I spent a point on this point? No, I didn't, right? Yeah, so I'm going to spend a command point on that one. Yep, that's a hit. I should say that's a wound. So AP minus 4. So he's going to put it onto the drone. Well done. Now these guys are going to fire into him. So we're going to fire the bolters first. So that's going to be 12 shots from them, hitting on 3s. Oh no, hitting on 4s because they're with it's -1 to hit. Alrighty. Yeah, would have had 1 more hit. All right, so it's strength 4, toughness 6, right? So wounding on 5s. We've got 4 wounds. AP nothing. He's gonna take it. So 4 3-ups. He takes 3 wounds. All right. And now the plasma gun's gonna fire. Rapid fire. So hitting on 4s because he's still got that drone. All right, so that is 1 hit. Strength 7, toughness 6, wounding on a 3. That's a wound. AP minus 3.
How many wounds?
It's going to be 1 wound.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
He's going to take it on his guy, so looking for a 6. No, so he takes a wound. All right, now over here, this guy's going to fire into his Yavara. So I've got a 1-shot hitting on a 4 because I moved with the multi-gun. No, I do not. So now he's got his twin bolters hitting on 3s. So that's 3 hits. Oh. Wounding on toughness 6. Toughness 7, so still looking for 5s. Okay. Okay. And now we're going to go with the next guy. Multi-Melta, hitting on a 4. Whoop, hitting on a 4. That's a hit. Strength 8, so wounding on a 3. Oh, come on. So now here comes his twin bolters, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound. 2 up save. He's good. Now these guys are going to fire into him. We're going to go with the bolters first. Hitting on 3s. Alright. Wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound. 2 up. Up. That's good. And now he's going to supercharge the plasma into him. So 2 shots. Hitting on 3s. Oh, didn't kill him. All right, strength 8, wounding on a 3. That's a wound, AP minus 3. 4 up. He's good. Now he's gonna fire his assault cannon into him. So we've got 6 shots. Minus 2 to hit, so he's gonna be hitting on 5s. That one's cocked. All right, that's a lot of force. All right, so we got 1 hit. Strength 6, toughness 6. Wounding on a 4. Nope. And now this guy's gonna fire into him. So we've got 4 shots from his bolter. All right, these are gonna be hitting on 4, so that's 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. That's 2 wounds. All right, 2 3-ups, and he's good. And now the multi-melta is gonna fire in here, hitting on 4s. Come on! These guys are going to fire into him. I'm going to include the interrogator chaplain. So these are going to be 6 shots here for the pistols, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. So we got 4 hits. Oh, strength 4, toughness 3. So wounded on 3s. Okay, we got 2 wounds. AP nothing. So 4 ups. Oh, they are good. Now these guys are going to fire into his Pathfinders over here, hitting on 3s. All right. Wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. 2 4-ups. 1 dead. All right, so that is it. That's it for the shooting phase. On to the charge phase. We're going to start out with him and charging into him. So these are going to be, he's got 4 shots, right? Hitting on 6s. Got 1 hit.
I got reroll the hit against characters.
He's got reroll the hit against characters. So that is 2 hits. Strength 6, so wounding on the 2 wounds. Well, he's got a 4-up invul save. So 2 4-up invul saves. He takes 1 wound. Okay. All right. So now he's looking for a 9-inch charge to get to him. Looking for 9 inches. Really? All right. All right, my interrogator chaplain is now going to charge into him. So here comes his Overwatch, hitting on 6s. Got 1 hit, re-rolling because he's a character. Okay, 1 hit, strength, what was it again? 6-6, so looking for 3. That's a wound. 4-up save. No, he fails it. All right, so he's down 1 wound. Here comes his charge distance. 8 inches will get him in. And now my librarian is going to charge in here. His charge distance is in. All right. And now these guys are going to charge into his ghost keel. So the ghost keel is going to fire with which one's first? The burst cannon. So hitting on 6s. Got 2 hits. Strength 5. So wounding on 4s. I got 1 wound. -1. So 4 up. No, so 1 takes a wound. And now comes the Raker, hitting on 6s. Oh, man. 3 6s, so strength what?
Strength 7.
Strength 7, so wounding on 3s. We've got 2 wounds.
-2.
AP -2, so 2 5-ups. I may have just screwed myself. Yep, makes 1, but that means that guy is dead. All right. All right, so now these guys are going to charge in here. And cocked, but I think they are in. So that is it for the charge phase. We'll come back to you with the fight phase. Now these guys are going to charge into here. So here come their attacks. Hitting on 6s. Got 1 hit. Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. That's a wound. AP nothing, so 3 up. Nope, one's dead. So now these guys are going to charge in here. Their charge distance, needing 9 inches. Not getting it. Now these guys are going to charge into Shadow Sun over here. So here come her shots. Looking for 6s? No shots there. So, oh, and then these guys are going to overwatch here because of the supporting fire. So the other fusion blaster is not a hit. And now the burst cannons are going to come in here on 6s. We got 1 hit, and that one's cocked. That's not a wound for that one. That is a hit. And that is not a wound, okay? So they need 9 inches. I'm going to spend a command point. Yeah, 9 inches gets them in, all right. So now these guys are going to start here. We're going to start with the ones with the chain swords and the guy with the flamer. So we've got 9 attacks coming in from there. Hitting on 3s. All righty. All right, strength 4, toughness. Shadow Sun's toughness 4 for Shadow Sun, so wounding on 4s. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3 wounds.
We'll put it on the drones.
These are going onto the drones.
Yep.
Okay, 2 good. And then 1 more is also good. And now my sergeant's going to punch in with his power fist, so he's going to be hitting at -1, so hitting on 4s. All right, 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. That's 2 wounds. Onto the drones. It's AP minus a bunch.
A 3-up invuln.
Oh, they've got a 3-up invuln save. Okay, so 1 is dead. All right, we'll come back to you with the next set. All right, now my guys are going to attack into him. We've got the sergeant has 2 attacks base plus 1 for his chainsword, and the guy back there has 1 attack base plus his chainsword. So hitting on 3s. All right, cocked. All right, so that's 4 hits. Strength 4, toughness 6, so wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound. AP nothing. He's good. So now my interrogator chaplain's going to swing in here. He's got 3 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Re-rolling because of his aura ability. So that's 3 hits. Strength plus 1, so strength 5, toughness 6, so still wounding on 5s. I got 1 wound. AP -1.
So
4 up. He's good. And now my librarian's gonna attack in. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling because of the interrogator chaplain. So that's 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. We got no wounds. Okay. Womp womp. Now Shadow Sun is going to attack in here, hitting on 3s. All right, so 3 hits, strength 4, so wounding on 4s. We got 3 wounds. AP nothing. 3 3-ups. Failed 1. And now the Ghost Kill is going to attack in here, so 3 attacks.
5s.
Hitting on 5s. Nope, nothing there. And now Raleigh is going to attack into my librarian. So hitting on 3s. All right, so 4 hits. Strength 5, so wounding on 4s.
1 wound.
We got 1 wound. AP nothing, so 3 up. No, he's did I use a command point in this fight phase? No, so I'm gonna try to re-roll that. Yeah, he's good with a 6+. Woo! All right, so the drones in the morale phase here, rolling a 1, so they are good. And these guys, they lost 1. Their leadership is 6, but that's 6. You would normally lose 1, but yet they have a special rule where they automatically pass on a roll of a 6, so they are fine. And that is it for the morale phase, and that is it for the Dark Angels turn. We'll come back to you with the objectives. All right, because I lost those guys, that one guy in Overwatch, I did not get this objective, but I do control this objective, which is objective number 3, and I did not get Assassinate. So that is it for the Dark Angels turn here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tau on turn 2. All right, so my opponent drew secure objective 3, hold the line, and secure objective 1. So that is it for the objectives here. We'll come back to you after movement. Movement phase for the Tau. His flyer flew over this way. His Raleigh jumped up onto that level over there. Hit the Ghost Keel, jumped back over this way. These guys stood still, stood still, stood still, stood still. His Yavara jumped over here. Shadow Sun jumped over there. And those guys moved up that way. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. These guys are going to marker light into these guys, hitting on 3s, or hitting on 4s, sorry. So that's 3 marker lights. These 5 here are going to marker light into these guys. So that is 3 as well. And these guys here are going to marker light into the Dark Shroud. So hitting on 4s. Woo, 4. Shadow Sun is going to fire into that bike there. 2 shots hitting on 2s. That's 2 hits. Strength 8, wounded on 3s. That's 1 wound. AP minus 4, so he gets no save, so he goes down 1 wound. My bad, it's 2d6 because he's within range there. It takes the highest. Either which way, it's 3. So that is a dead attack bike. Actually, he's still alive. He has 4 wounds. All right. Now the stealth suits are going to fire 1 burst cannon into him.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. All right, so that's 2 hits. Strength 5, so wounding on 4s. That's 1 wound. AP nothing. 3 up, save. No, I am. I'm going to spend a command point. He's good. And now the second burst cannon and the fusion blaster are going to go into this guy here.
Burst cannon.
Burst cannon, hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. All right, strength, wounding on 4s. So that's 1 wound. 1. 3 up save. He's good. And now the fusion blaster. That's a hit. That is a wound.
D6.
D6. 2 wounds. He's actually going to spend a command point to re-roll that. No. 3, so he's down to 1. All right, now these guys, we've got 1 burst cannon that's going to go into him. Hitting on 4s.
Yep.
That's 1 hit. 1 wound. 3 up save. Oh, come on. And now we have the burst cannon, the other burst cannon and the fusion to him. All right, 1 hit. Wounding on a 3. What's the, nope. So that's no wound there. And now the fusion is not a hit. Now the Ghost Keel is going to fire into these bikers over here. So, burst cannon hitting on 4s.
Yep.
All right, pretty good.
And 4s.
Strength, wounding on 4s. All right, so that's 4 wounds. 4 minus 1. So looking for 4 ups. That's cocked. All right, so that is 3 wounds. And now the Ion Raker. Hitting on 4s. Wow. Strength 7, so wounding on 3s. Okay. So we've got 4 wounds.
Minus 2.
AP minus 2. So we got 4 wounds. If I fail any of these, he's dead. Looking for 5 ups because it's minus 2. No, he's dead. Wow, he is 4 dead. Ugh. Now the Yavara is going to shoot. He's going to shoot the shotgun into him. So, oh no, what are we going to do? We're going to do shotgun first.
D3.
D3.
D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3. So 4 shots. Hitting on
5s.
Hitting on 5s. It's minus 1. Rerolling 1s. Okay, nothing there. And now we've got the flamer into them. So it's 3d6 because he Nova charged. Wow. So it's 12 shots. Strength 6, right? So 12 shots. Strength 6. So wounding on 3s.
Alright, that's 9.
So we got 9.
Minus 3.
Mine minus 3. They're in cover, so that becomes plus 1. So we've got 9 5 ups because it's gonna be minus 2 cumulative. So 9 5 ups. Made 4 of them. So that's 5 wounds. These are 2 each, right?
3.
They're 3 each. So yeah, they're dead. So these guys are going to fire. They're going to fire their smart missiles at them and the heavy ones into them. High yield. So we're going to go with the smart missiles first. Hitting on, that one's cocked in the back there.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s.
Oh no, 4s rerolling 1s because they're marker light.
4s rerolling 1s. All right, that is real good.
And then,
All right. So these are now strength 5, so wounding on 3s. Okay, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
-1.
6 -1. So we have 6 4-up saves. Fail 3 of them. All right. And now the high yields are going into the Dark Shroud here. So hitting on 5s, right?
Yeah, rerolling 1.
Rerolling 1s. All right, looking for 5s. That's actually super good. All right, strength 7, so wounding on 3s. Oh. So we got 4 wounds. -2. 4 -2. So 4 or 5 ups. Made 2 of them. D3 for each. Oh, 3, 4 wounds. So he's still alive. All right, now the cyclic ion shots are going to go into him. So hitting on 5s.
4s.
Oh, hitting on 4s. So
rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s because of the marker lights. It's got 1 hit. Strength 7, so looking for a 3. Nope. No wound there. And now the ion cannon is going to shoot into my librarian there. So hitting on 3s.
4s.
Hitting on 4s. And then strength 7, so wounding on 3s. You got 1 wound. -2 +1 because he's in cover there, so it's looking for a 4-up. No, failed that one. Just 2 damage. And now he's going to fire his missile pods into them. These are hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. Strength 7, so wounding on 3s. You got 2 wounds. -1, so 2 3-up saves. Failed 1. D3 damage. 3 damage, so he is dead. And now he's going to fire into the Interrogator Chaplain, so hitting on 2s, rerolling because of character. That's cocked. Okay, so that's 4 hits. Strength 6. So wounding on 3s, that's 4 wounds.
-1.
-1, so it becomes a 4-up save. Failed 3 of them. 1 each, all right. All right, that's it for shooting. Onto the charge phase. Stealth suits are going to charge into him. So the Overwatch, here come the bolters. Hitting on 6s. Oh, cocked. All right, so we got 1 hit. Strength 4, toughness 4, so wounding on 4s, of course. And now the multi-melta hitting on 6. Nope, nothing there. All right, and your charge distance is in. And then may as well roll Shadow Sun.
Shadow Sun.
And she is in as well.
And then the drones.
And then the drones are also in. So they are all going to be in there. All right, now moving over here, we're going to start with Shadow Sun. Hitting on 2s. Hitting on 3s. All right, 2 hits. Strength 4. Wounding on 5s. That's 1 wound. AP nothing, right? So 3 up. He's good. Woo! Now the drones are going to attack. Hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Strength 4, so wounding on strength 3, but either which way, that's still a wound there. Looking for a 3-up save. Oh, and he did. All right, that's it for the fight phase. So we're gonna go on to the morale phase. These guys over here, they lost 3, but they're within 6 inches there of the Interrogator Chaplain, so they can use his 9. So looking for anything but a 6. Yeah, so he's good. Finally, that 1 makes a difference. Another thing to point out, we forgot that when I re-rolled, we used the command point to re-roll his leadership over there. That was actually just because of, and they shall know no fear. So I'm sure you've already commented down below because you like to comment before you watch the video entirely. But but yeah, so we just gave back in a command point because I had the re-roll anyway. So that's that. So now we will come back to you with the objectives that he got. So here comes something interesting. He got both Security Objective 3 and Hold the Line. But here's the interesting part here. He had Secure Objective 1. I'm holding Objective 1. And now in this edition, it says that you can claim objectives at the end of your and the enemy's turns. So everyone is claiming objectives at all times. So since I have this, I get to claim it right now in his turn. So that's pretty cool. I'll take that. So that is that. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Dark Angels on turn 2. All right, so I drew the third one to bring it back up with Scour the Skies, which is kill a unit that has fly, which is pretty much everything of his that isn't a isn't a broadside or a pathfinder, which is pretty cool. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. He moved up this way. These guys, he just kind of shuffled back over that way because I can't get up at him there. He stood still. These guys shot up over to here. These guys shot up over to here. And these guys shot up over there. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase since my librarian is dead. So we're going to start here with the attack bike over here. He's going to fire into him. With the multi-melta, it's -1 because he moved and it's heavy, and -1 because he's got the shield drone there. So this is going to be hitting on a 5. Oh, God, come on. Hey, there we go with a 6+, so that's a hit. Wait. Oh, wait, yeah. I'm sorry. I need to wound. Strength 8, so wounding on a 3. That's a wound. Which one are you gonna do?
It's on him.
It's onto him. So, does he have a 4-up invul?
Oh no, he just takes.
No. So he's gonna take D6 wounds. Oh, and he's within 12, so it's actually 2d6. I choose the highest. Show me that fill first. No, 3 and 3. Okay. So he takes 3 wounds. And now his bolters are going to fire into him. So these are hitting on 4s because it's -1. Okay, those 3s would have been nice. Wounding on a 5. No wound there. And now the other guy is going to fire into him. We're going to go with the bolters first. So 4 shots hitting on 4s. Alrighty, so we got 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. Whoa, I got another one. On 5s. Nothing there. Hey, 1 wound. 3-up armor save. He's good. And now his multi-melta hitting on a 5. That's a hit. Wounding on a 3. That's a wound.
Goodbye, drone.
He's gonna take the drone. Okay. So now over here, the flamer is gonna shoot into them. So it's D6 hits. 5 hits. Wounding on 3s. All right, so that's 4 wounds. AP nothing.
Doesn't ignore cover. So
Doesn't ignore cover. So 4-ups.
4, right?
What's up? 4, yes.
4.
And he makes every single one of them. Brutal. And now the interrogator chaplain's gonna fire. That's a hit. That is not a wound. And now Calidus is going to fire into him. D3 shots, 3 shots, hitting on 2s. That's 3 hits. Strength 5, toughness 6, so wounding on 5s. We got 3 wounds. Armor saves cannot be taken against him. -4, so... Oh no, yeah, hold on a second. All right, it's only against close combat attacks that he can't take armor saves, but he does have his 4-up invul because it's AP -4 anyway. No, so he takes 3 wounds. We forgot, but my opponent's being very nice and letting me roll the heals from the apothecary onto my interrogator chaplain there. So, D3 wounds, 3 wounds. All right, he's back. So the interrogator chaplain's gonna fire into him. That's 4 shots, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. Wounding on a 5. No wound there. All right, so he is going to supercharge his plasma talons, firing into him. 2 shots, hitting on 3s. Got 2 hits. Strength 8, wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. AP -3, so 4-ups. Oh, he makes both of them. Ah! All right, he is going to fire his assault cannon into him. 6 shots, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. That's a lot of 1s I've been rolling. Strength 6, toughness 6, so wounding on 4s. That is 1 wound. AP -1. 5, so he's good. So now these guys are going to fire into Shadow Sun. So we've got the Flamer, D6 hits, 2 hits, Strength 4, Toughness 4, so wounded on 4s. We got 1 wound.
Okay, drone will start taking.
Drone's going to take it.
3.
And good. And now I'm going to fire with the bolt pistols. So 4 of those hitting on 3s. Okay. Wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds. Onto the drone. No, 1 drone is dead. And then another drone. 3 up? Or it's going to go her 3 up? No, so she takes a wound. On a 2 up, the suit will take that wound. Whoop. Yep, so the suit will actually take that wound. All right, that's it for the shooting. On to the assault phase. We're going to go with my assault troop there. these are Overwatch here, hitting on 6s. We got 1 hit, strength 5, is a wound, 3 up. He's good, and his charge distance is totally in. All right, and then my interrogator chaplain is going to charge in, and he is also in. So, moving on. And now he is going to charge into him. So, this is Overwatch, hitting on 6s. Oh. What?
And reroll because of it being a character. So that's 2 hits, strength 6. So wounding on 3s.
2. That is two wounds. 2 5-up saves. 4-up invul saves. He made none of them. Just 1 wound each. So he's down to 2 wounds. Let's see. He needs a 6-inch charge. And he is in. All right. And now these guys are going to charge into Shadow Sun. So here comes our fusion blasters. That's cocked. Nope, no hits there. And then the other fusion blaster is not a hit. And the burst cannons. 2 hits. Strength 5. So wound on 3s. That's 1 wound. AP nothing. So 3 up. Of course, failed that. Charge distance. They are totally in. All right. All right. So we're gonna start over here with my Calexis. 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. Okay. What's up? He's not a Dark Angel. Yeah, so I do not get that reroll, unfortunately. So 3 hits, wounding on 5s. So that's 1 wound. Armor saves cannot be taken. So invul save. No, so he takes a wound. All right, so now the regular guys over here are gonna go. So we got 5 attacks, including the 2 with the chain swords. So these are gonna be hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. Strength 4, toughness 4, so wounding on 4s. All right, so we got 2 wounds.
We'll take it on the drone.
He's gonna start taking on the drone first.
Protocols. Good.
Good. Good. And good. So, yeah, pretty brilliant. And now the Power Fist is gonna go in there. So, hitting on 4s. Got 2 hits. Wounding on 2s. Got 2 wounds. AP minus, hold on a second. All right, so it's AP minus 3, so the drone just died there. So now it goes on to her.
5-up invul.
5-up invul. No, so it goes through D3 damage. 1 damage. Okay, womp womp. And a 2 up.
2 up.
Yep, so now that drone, that guy will die. Okay. All right, now on to my interrogator chaplain here. He is going to attack in. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. All right, all hits. Strength plus, hold on. All right, wounding on 3s. All right, so that's 3 wounds. AP minus 1.
6 ups.
6 ups. No, 1 saved. Okay. And now the one other guy is going to attack in, hitting on a 3. Re-rolling because of the interrogator chaplain. Okay, fine. All right. All right, these guys are going to attack into the Salt Marine here for his guys.
5.
Hitting on 5s. So far, nothing. And now Shadow Sun's going to attack, hitting on 3s. All right, 3 hits. Strength 4. Wound on 4s. Got 1 wound. 3-up save. They're good. And now Raleigh is going to attack in, hitting on 6s because he's a Calexis. Oh, hits 1.
Reroll the hit because of characters.
Reroll a hit because of characters.
Nope.
Nope, just the 1 hit. Strength
6.
Strength 6, so that's a wound.
AP nothing.
AP nothing, but a 4-up invul save is his best one. He's good! Woo! Alright, so now that is it for the fight phase. On to the morale phase. They usually have leadership 6, but it's down to leadership 5 because of the interrogator chaplain being there. They lost 2 guys, so looking for 3 plus becomes 5, which is just enough. They're good. All right, so I did kill his drone unit, which had fly, so I got Scour the Size, and I also got Secure Objective 4. All right, we'll come back to you after with the cards drawn for the Tau here on turn 3. All right, my opponent drew Objective 4, and Assassinate. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, movement phase for the Tau. These guys all jumped up towards him. These guys fell back over here. These guys stood still. They stood still. Those guys fell. She fell back from combat, and those guys stood there. And those guys over there stood still. Over here, his Yavara jumped over that way. and he jumped back over that way, and his Barracuda is flying over that way. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, those guys there are going to fire into the Dark Shroud, hitting on 5s. Got 1. All right, so these guys, 4 of them are going to shoot the carbines into him, and then the 1 is going to marker light into the front bike over there. So here come the carbines, hitting on 4s. All right, pretty good.
Strength 5.
Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. We got 1 wound. AP nothing. 3 up. No, failed. Ugh. I am gonna spend a command point. Yeah, made it. Oh, and the marker light is good, so that has 1 marker light on it. All right, these guys are going to shoot their smart missiles into the assault marine, and then the high yields into my Dark Shroud. So here come the smart missiles hitting on 4s. All right. Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. All right, pretty good.
Is 4 wounds at -1.
4 wounds at -1. So 4 ups. Oh, this one is cocked. That would have been great. No, so close.
High yield.
And now the high yields into him. So hitting on 5s because of Shroud and re-rolling 1s. So you got the 1-1 or 2 1s. All right.
That's pretty, really?
Really good. All right, so that's 2, 3, well, whatever it is. So these are going to be wounding on
strength 7.
Strength 7, so wounding on 3s. All right. Wow. So 6 minus 2. So, yeah, here come 5 ups. No, not even close to enough. So he is dead. Does he explode? He does not. Okay. And now the Yavara is going to fire into my Interrogator Javelin there. So 3d6 because he supercharged it. So 5, 6, 7. He's going to use his command point to re-roll 1 of those into a 4. So 4, 7, 8, 9. So we've got 9 shots. Strength 6. So wounding on 3s. Alrighty. That's not bad. So 4 wounds.
AP minus 3.
Or 4 AP minus 3. So 4 up invul save. And he makes all but 1. And what is it?
3 wounds.
3 wounds. So he's down to 3. I keep forgetting about my Warlord trait that my opponent very generously reminded me of. I took the one that gets 6 up. He can ignore those wounds. So 3's looking for fill faces. I got 1. So he's down to 4 wounds. And now here comes the shotgun. So it's D3, right?
D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3. So that is 4. Hitting on 4s. That one's cocked.
Come on. Yeah.
That's a wound. Or a hit. Sorry.
Strength 10.
Strength 10. That's a wound.
Minus 4. So
Minus 4. So 4 up invul save. Oh, failed it. I'm going to spend my last. Oh, no. I already spent 1. I already spent 1 on that guy. All right. So it's 3 wounds. So he's down to 1. Oh, I do have my 6 ups. So it's 3 wounds. 6 ups. Nope, didn't get any of them. And now Raleigh is going to shoot in here, hitting on 2s.
Rerolling because it's character.
Rerolling because it's character, but no need. So 4, strength what?
Strength 6.
Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds.
Minus 1.
Minus 1, so 4 up saves. Oh, failed it. If I can get a 6 up on this, he'll still be alive. Show me that fell first. Oh, yeah, he got it. Woo! All right, so now these guys are going to fire into them. So we got the burst cannons hitting on 4s. Oh, well done. Strength 5, so 3s. All right, so 3 wounds. AP nothing, so 3 ups. They fail 1. And now here comes the fusion blaster. That's a hit. Wounding on 2. No wound. And now Shadow Sun's going to fire in there, hitting on 2s. Oh, no. Now the Barracuda is going to fire into those guys there. So here come the cyclic one. So hitting on 3s.
No, hitting on 4s.
Oh, hitting on 4s? Hitting on 3s. These are the assault ones, right? Yep. So that's 4 hits. Strength 7. So wounding on 3s. We got 2 wounds. AP minus 1, so 4 ups. Failed 1 of them. And now the missile pods. Hitting on 3s. Strength.
7.
7, so 3. That's a wound. AP minus 1, so 4 up. No, failed. And now the ion cannon hitting on 4s because he moved. All right, so that's 1 hit.
Strength 7.
Strength 7, so 3. No wound. All right, now the ghost keel is going to fire into the close bike there. So he's going to be re-rolling 1s because of the Markalite, but he's only going to be hitting on 5s because he's down to 3 wounds there. All right, re-roll those 1s. All right, got another hit for that. That's pretty nice. All right, so 3 hits. Strength.
These are the burst cannons.
Burst cannons, so strength 5, so looking for 3s. Got 2 wounds.
AP 1.
AP minus 1, so looking for 4 ups. Make them both. Woo! Another cyclic ion raker, hitting on 5s. Okay, nothing there. Oh, but re-rolling 1s, I forgot. Oh, dang. So there you go, 1 hit.
Strength 7 minus.
Strength 7. That's a wound.
Minus 2.
Minus 2, so 5 up. Oh, I saw that 6. It wanted to come, but that's how many wounds is that?
Just 1.
Just 1. All right, these guys are all going to fire into the front one here. Here are the burst cannons hitting on 3s.
4s.
Oh, hitting on 4s.
Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s. All right. So that's strength 5, so wounding on 4s. All right. We got 5 wounds.
AP nothing.
AP nothing. So we got 5 3 ups. Failed 1. And now the fusion blaster. That's a hit.
Strength 8.
Strength 8, so no wound. All right, so that's it for shooting. Onto the charge phase. He's going to charge into my interrogator chaplain there. So this is 4 shots from him, hitting on 6s. No hits. What's the distance he needs?
Should be ignoring terrain, 4 inches.
So he needs a 4-inch charge to get him in?
3 to get him in.
All right, so 3-inch charge. All right, he is in. And now the Avara is charging in. And he is in. And now these guys are going to charge into him. Overwatch. Oh, no hit. And they are in.
And Shadowstone will join.
And Shadowstone will join them. 7 inches, yeah, she should be in. Stealth suits are going to charge into my attack bike there. So I've got, this is going to be the bolters hitting on 6s. No hits. Then the multi-melta. Oh, that does hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. No save. And it's D6.
Oh, D6.
Yeah, D6.
Come on.
And they're within half, so 2d6. Take the highest. 4. So that is 1 dead. The charge distance, and they are in.
4. That doesn't get me as much as I wanted. That should put me within 3, right? I can't get within an inch of that guy.
Yeah.
And then ghost kill.
And now the ghost keel is going to charge into him. So here come the bolter shots. I got 1 hit, wounding on a 5. That's a wound.
3 up.
Oh, he takes a wound. And now the multi-melta. Show me another fill face. No there. So his charge is in. All right, Raleigh is going to go into my warlord over here. So hitting on 3s. All right, rerolling because he's a character. All right, 3 hits. Strength.
6.
Strength 6. Strength 5. So winning on 4s. 1 wound. AP.
Nothing.
AP nothing. So going with a 3 up. He's good. Yavara is now going to attack in here. Hitting on 5s. Got 1 hit.
Strength 6.
Strength 6.
No.
That is not a wound. All right, now Shadow Sun's going to go here. Hitting on 3s. All hits. Strength 4. So wounding on 4s. All right, so that's 2 wounds. 2 3 ups. And he is good.
There you go.
All right, now the stealth suits are going to go 2 attacks each. Hitting on 4s.
Not 5s.
Hitting on 5s, so we got 1 hit. Strength 4, wounding on 4. That's a wound. 3 up save. Oh, and he dies. I'm going to spend my last command point to try to save him. Yeah, he's good. Now these stealth suits are going to go into the attack bike. Oh, no hits there. And now the Yavara is going to attack into the other bike. Oh, the ghost keel. Sorry, the ghost keel is going to attack into the other bike.
5. Oh no, he only gets 2 attacks.
Oh, he's only got 2 attacks because he's being because he's hurt.
Yep.
So 1 hit, strength 6. So winning on 3. That's a wound. 3 up save. He's good. And now my apothecary is going to go into Raleigh over there. So he's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Okay, we got one hit. Strength +1, strength 5, toughness 6. So wounding on a 5. No wound. Sorry, I got to reroll those hits because of the chaplain, so the 2 misses there, hitting on 3s. Okay, 1 is not, but that one does hit. Wounding on a 5. No wound. And now my interrogated chaplain is going to attack into him. Got 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. All right, 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound, AP -1.
We're up either way.
He's good. So now my bike there is going to attack into them. 1 attack, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Toughness is 4 on those guys?
The suits?
Yeah.
Yeah, toughness 4.
Toughness 4. So strength 4, wounding on a 4. That's a wound.
3 up.
They're good. And then he's going to do the same thing into his ghost keel, hitting on a 3. No, misses there. And now he's going to attack into Shadow Sun. So 2 attacks, hitting on 4s because it's a power fist. All right, 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. AP -3. 5 up invul. No, it goes through. D3 wounds. 2 wounds on 2 ups, right? She can pass those off?
Yeah, so. First one.
First one?
Second one.
All right, so one of them is dead. All right. All right, so that is it for the fight phase, and there are no morale tests that need to be taken. So get this. I actually hold objective 4, so I get both of these, because it says you score in yours and the enemy's. So pretty brutal, and he didn't get assassinated, nor did I. So that is it for the turn here for the Tau. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Dark Angels on turn 3. All right, so I drew Kingslayer and secure objective 1, so pretty good there. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. He moved up there an inch away. These guys stayed there. He stayed there. He stayed there. They stayed there, and he moved up to there. So that is it for movement phase. At the end of the movement phase, my Apothecary is going to try to heal up my Interrogator Chaplain there. D3 wounds. 2 wounds, all right. Shooting phase, we're gonna start out here. They're going to fire into them. They've got 2 bolt pistols on the crew there. They're gonna fire into the stealth units. Is there a minus to hit on them? Or is that? All right.
Yeah, it's minus to hit them anyway.
Yeah, do you have the minus to hit? Yeah, so minus to hit. Subtract 1 from the hit, so looking for 4s. I got 1 hit. Strength 4, toughness 4. That is not a wound. And now they're gonna do the same thing into him. So this is no minus, right? So, but that's still only 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. That's a wound.
Yep.
He's good. He's gonna fire his bolt pistol into him, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. No wound. The Interrogator Chaplain's gonna do the same. That's a hit. Oh no, that's not a hit. No, it's not a hit. All right. And he's gonna shoot into the stealth suit there. So hitting on a 3. Oh, hitting on a 4, but that doesn't make a difference on a 1. All right, that's it for shooting. So he is going to try to charge into rally there. So I've got a 6-inch charge that he needs to make because he has to go around there. And I make it, all right. All right, so he's gonna attack into him. He's got 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. All right, 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. We got no wounds. All right, he spent his last 2 command points to get Raleigh to attack next into my Interrogator Chaplain. So, hitting on 3s. Oh, those are both cocked. All right, all hits. Strength 5, so wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds. 2 4-up invul saves. Oh, he fails both. So that's 2 wounds. Looking for 6-ups because of my my Warlord trait. No, didn't make either of those. Sorry, he forgot to charge in, and he is in. So now he's gonna go into him. 3 attacks, hitting on 2s. Re-rolling. All right, so that's 3 hits. Strength +1, still wounding on 5s. No wounds. My Apothecary is gonna go into Raleigh there. 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of the Interrogator Chaplain. So that's 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Cocked. All right, so that's 1 wound, and it's a 6. So his 4-up save is good. Oh. All right, so now he's gonna have the Avara attack into my Chaplain, hitting on 5s. I got 1 hit. Strength 6, right? Yep. So wounding on 3s. That's a wound. 3-up save. Oh, failed. 6-up. Need a 6-up. Show me that Phil face. Save him, Phil face. Yeah, the Phil face. Woo! So now this guy's gonna go into Shadow Sun there. So 2 shots, hitting on 4s. Oh, failed them both. Ghost Keel is going to attack now into him. 2 attacks, hitting on 5s. That's both hits. Wounding on 3s. Got 1 wound. 3-up save. He's good. So now the Interrogator Chaplain's going to go into Raleigh there. Hitting on 2s. Oop. Nope. Re-rolling. So that's 3 hits. Strength +1. Wounding on 5s. Got 1 wound. AP -1. He's good. All right, these guys are going to go into him. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. Got 1 hit.
Strength 4.
Wounding on, no, wounding on 5s.
Yeah.
This guy is going to go into the stealth suits. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 4. That is a wound.
3-up.
And they're good. And now this stealth suit's going to go into my assault guy there. Hitting on 5s. That's 1 hit. Wounding on a 4. That's a wound. 3-up save. He's good. And he has to attack into him. Hitting on a 3. That's a hit. Wounding on a 5. That is not a wound. All right, so that is it for the fight phase. And I don't think anyone has to take morale tests. So that is that for that. We'll come back to you with the cards. All right, so I got secure objective 1. And I'm not going to get rid of my other one. So we'll come back to you after with the cards drawn for the Tau on turn 4. And he drew secure objective 1 and secure objective 6 and still has assassinate. So we will come back to you after movement phase. All right, movement phase for the Tau. He's on the lower level there. He's on the top level there. These guys fell back from combat. They fell back from combat. These guys stood still. They stood still. They stood still. They stood still, and he shot over this way, and they fell back from combat. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. These guys are going to fire their marker lights into my Interrogator Chaplain. Hitting on 4s, right? So that's 2 marker lights. These guys here are going to marker light them. Him, not them. One more. All right, Shadow Sun's going to fire into him. Hitting on 2s. Oh, 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. That's a wound. -4, right?
4.
So no saves, and he is just going to be dead.
Actually,
Broadsides here are going to fire into my Chaplain with just the high yields, and smart missiles are going to go into the injured bike up here. So here come the high yields. Hitting on 4s.
And rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s.
Yep.
All right. That's pretty good. Wow, would have been good even on 5s. Holy cow.
All right, and then strength 7.
And strength 7, so wounding on 3s.
That is 3, 6, 7 wounds at -2.
7 wounds at -2. So 4-up invul save. Oh! Whoa! Yeah, he did. Ooh. Now the smart missiles are going to go into here. Hitting on 4s. All right. Strength 5, so wounding on 4s. All right, so that's 4 wounds. -1.
Yep,
-1, so looking for 4-ups. Make 3 of them. So he's going to fire his ion cannon into the wounded one and his missile pods into the unwounded one. So here comes the ion cannon.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. Got 1 hit.
Strength 7.
Strength 7, so wounded on 3s. That's a wound. AP minus 2. -1, so looking for a 4. Yeah, he's good. It was a -2, but he's still good. And now the missile pods into the other bike. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Strength 7, so wounding on 3s.
3 wounds.
That is 3 wounds. 3 wounds. -1. So these are 4-ups. Failed 2 of them.
D3.
They're D3. So that's 3, 4. So he's no, he's dead. On 4, he's dead. Now the stealth suits are going to fire into the bike. So they're let's do the burst cannon first.
4s.
Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds.
AP nothing.
AP nothing. 2 3-ups. He takes 1 wound, and that is him dead.
Great anyway.
And now he's going to shoot his cyclic ion cannon into my assassin there, hitting on 6s because it's a Calexis. No hits. Okay. Rally's going to shoot into the Interrogator Chaplain.
Hitting on twos, re-rolling because of character. Whoop. Yep, so that's 4 hits.
Strength 6.
Strength 6, so looking for 3s. We've got 1 wound. 4 up invul, right? AP -1 at least. So 4 up save. He's good. Now the Avara is going to shoot everything into my interrogator javelin. So here comes the flamer. 3d6. It's 9, 10. 10 attacks here. So these are now going to be strength, what is it? 6. I'm wounded on 3s. Alrighty. And there's a 2 there. Alright, so that is
3, 6, 7.
3, 6, 7.
7 invols.
So 7 invols.
7 4-ups. Come on, buddy, do it. Make me woo. Make me woo! Oh boy. So that is not great. So 5 fails.
15 6-ups.
15. Oh, sorry, there's 3 each. So let's do 5 at a time. 6 ups? No. Oh man, I made 2, but no, he's still dead. So that is Slay the Warlord. So now that's it for the shooting phase. The Avara is going to charge into him. I'm just going to shoot. I'm not going to supercharge since that would be crazy. Hitting on 6s. I got 1 hit. Maybe I should have supercharged it. Strength 7, toughness 7. Yep. So wounding on a 4. No wound. And his charge is in. And now Rowley's going to try to charge in. He does.
All right. We'll do Rowley first.
All right, we're going to start with Rowley hitting into him. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling because it's a character.
Nope.
No, so 3 hits. Strength 6, so looking for 3s. 1 wound. AP nothing, so 3 up save. He's good. And now the Avara is going to attack in. 4 attacks, hitting on 5s. 2 hits. Strength 6, so looking for 3s. Got 1 wound. 3 up save. That's cocked. No, so he takes a wound. So now the Apothecary is going to attack into his into Raleigh here. So 3 shots hitting on 3s. All right, my interrogator chaplain's dead. So wounding on 5s. Oh, 2 6s, 2 4-up invuls, and he fails 1. So this becomes D3 damage. If I roll a 3, he's dead. Here we go. Show me that 3. Oh, and another fill phase, so he is dead. Oh, brutal. All right, now my Calexis intervened into here, so he's going to attack. He's got 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. All right, so that's 4 hits. Wounding on 5s. We got 1 wound. He's got his 4-up invul. No, so he takes a wound. All right, so my opponent got secure objective 6, and he got assassinate, and I got assassinate, and his secure objective 1. Pretty good. All right. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. He stayed there in combat. He fell back and advanced over that way towards Shadow Sun. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, there actually is no shooting phase, so we're just going to go straight into the fight phase. So my assassin here is going to attack into his Yavara there. So he's got 4 attacks hitting on 2s. Oh, that one's cocked. Okay, so 2 hits. It was either 1s or 6s. Strength 5, so wounding on 5s. Oh, we got 2 wounds.
4 up.
2 4-ups. Oh, it fails 1, so he takes 1 wound. And now the Avara gets to attack in here. So,
6s.
This is looking for 6s.
Ooh.
Oh, got 1. That is a wound. 4-up invul. No, he fails it. So he's down to 1 wound. All right, so my opponent secures objective 5 and objective 6 for me. So that is not great. All right, my opponent drew defend objective 2. Defend objective 2. Score 2 victory points if you control objective 2, marker 2 at the end of 2 consecutive turns. Then you got overwhelming firepower and secure objective 6. All right, movement phase for the Tau here. They declared Kayun and stood still over here. These guys ran up to this point. He shuffled onto the objective there. He flew off that way. They shuffled up onto the objective. Stood still, and he fell back to there. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, Shadow Sun's going to shoot into the Apothecary here. Hitting on 2s. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Got 2 wounds. He's got a 5-up invul because he has the Jink special rule, which says if he advances, he gets a 5-up invul save. So I've got 2 5-up invul saves. I make 1, so I take 1.
D6.
Melt the range.
Melt the range, so 2d6. And a 5,
five.
so he is dead anyway. Bwomp, bwomp.
Alright.
And here comes the flamers into him. 3d6 because he took the thing, so that's 9, 10. So we got 10 shots coming in here. These are auto hits. So these are wounding on strike 6, so wounding on 3s. All right. That's pretty good.
7.
Got 7. 7 4-up invul saves. Oh, that was close, but no, he is dead. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a tabling by the Tau. Yeah, that's brutal. That ended up being super brutal. What's up? Yeah, seriously, the Avara was super brutal. Oh man, there was a couple times where, you know, if dice had gone one way or another, you know, there's ways to take him down, because if you shoot him and you try to charge from outside of his 8-inch range with that flamer, you've got a chance of being able to do some damage onto him. But if you don't do that, he's just gonna flame the crap out of you, and just, you know, with his 18 move, like, he just gets in your face, and then 8-inch flamers, and then the shotgun. It's brutal. So yeah, Yavaras are brutal in this, but they're also like 160 points more this edition than they were.
1/5 of my points.
They're 1/5 of his points for this entire 2,000 point match. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, it costs a lot. It's basically the cost of a knight. So yeah, he was putting out a lot of points. He was putting out a lot of damage, but he also costs what a knight costs, and he only has like 14 wounds versus like the 24 you get with a knight. So no close combat at all. So yeah, it's kind of brutal, but he does have that fly, which means he can fly away and then flame you. Yeah, it was actually a lot closer than it seemed.
Actually, what was the final point?
I think at the final points it was like I had like 9. I think my opponent had ended up with like I had like 10 points, and then my opponent ended up with like 11 or 12, right? Yeah, so it was actually really close in points, which is what you want when you play these Maelstrom objectives, which is pretty cool. But at the same time, you know, he purged me. He wiped me off the board, so there was nothing I could really do. But yeah, it was pretty cool. So all those people that are complaining about Tau getting the nerf hammer, I think this goes to show that they did not get super nerfed. Yeah, so I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I had a blast. I'm really enjoying this edition. I'm really enjoying the battles. Even though I got my butt kicked, it wasn't as kicked as I had feared. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I certainly did. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent has been Milo. And until next time, have fun.